Habits of poor people that keep them trapped in poverty. Poor isn't always a financial term. Poor is a state of mind that traps you in poverty no matter how much money you have. The word poor can be used to describe someone who doesn't take care of their health, neglects their family, treats others horribly, and so much more. This is why every year many wealthy people commit suicide. Also, that's why you hear stories of people who win the lottery and end up broke a few years later. On the other hand, a person who lives in poverty can feel like the wealthiest individual on earth. If you've ever been in love, you know it doesn't matter how many material items you possess. Neglecting their savings. 57% of Americans have less than $1,000 in savings. The problem is we don't have a formula for success. School systems don't teach children to be successful at money, and most parents don't have that figured out either. Without accessible savings, the poor person goes into debt when a crisis hits. This adds another bill to their stack. Although you may not have been raised to succeed, you still have the chance to learn about money and win at it. Lots of debt. Myth: debt is a tool to become wealthy. Fact: debt is a product that has been so well marketed that people line up to beg the company to allow them to purchase it. When you invest in something, you do it because you believe the return on it will be worth it. After finding something you trust, you put your money into it and let it build itself up. That's exactly what the debt loaners are doing to you. The longer you take to pay it, the more interest is added to the account. The company is getting paid big time. When you spend credit, you're not spending your own money, which is probably why it's easier to spend. You're spending borrowed money that you now owe. Make a wise decision and pay cash for items. Borrowing money from friends and family. No matter how much money you have, this is a big no-no. If you truly want to help, give a gift and don't ask for it back. By borrowing from your family, you create a tense environment. Suddenly, you feel the need to explain why you haven't paid them back every time you see them. Or you avoid them completely. Big screen time. Poor people love TV. The average American household watches 8 hours of TV a day. Although it's a wonderful way to escape, rich people don't attempt to escape. When a problem arises, they handle it. Time is your most valuable asset. Once you understand that, you'll no longer be willing to spend it on an activity that doesn't make you money. Consuming such a large amount of television has negative effects. It rewires your brain to think differently. Anything we pour our energy into affects our brain and our outcome. Those who watch TV every day may become addicted to it. Avoiding doctor visits. Unfortunately, poor people can't always afford to go to the doctors. Or some of them are too scared to go because they're fearful of the outcome. This behavior is so detrimental to their bank account because it will cost more money to cure a deadly disease. When disease and illness are detected in the early stages, it's much easier and cheaper to fix. Eating fast food. Again, people that possess a poor mindset don't care about health and fitness. Their only concern is what feels good right now. But fast food is so bad for you and will send you to an early grave. Also, people who aren't good with money think fast food costs less. In reality, there are plenty of proven strategies that show meal planning and cooking fresh food at home is the way to go. It may seem like more because the upfront cost can be more, but in the long run, it saves money. Unfortunately, poor people live for the moment and not for the future. Pressing the snooze button. Remember the saying, you snooze, you lose. I guess people have forgotten that reference because they're so quick to hit that snooze button. The bed feels amazing while they get comfy again and fall asleep. What about the early bird gets the worm? The reason is that there's too much to be done and life is too short. By having a head start, they know they're going to win at life. If you sleep your days away, you're only sleeping on yourself. A selfish lifestyle. A poor person is a selfish, greedy person. Giving is an amazing part of life. It releases high amounts of joy and accomplishment that you can't get anywhere else. We are meant to be contributors to the world, not hoarders. Everything in life is meant to receive and release. We breathe in and out. Blood goes into the heart and then flows out. Selfish people don't find that sense of fulfillment and will always feel like something is missing. The Bible says, "The love of money is the root of all evil." In times of terrible desperation, the human only thinks about themselves. Because of this, they make really poor decisions. The key to becoming successful is to believe it's possible. Habits of poor people hold them back from achieving their maximum potential and keep them trapped in the rat race. By making these habits a part of your regular routine, you'll miss out on the wonderful opportunity to grow into a greater person. I don't want that for you. My desire is for you to have a healthy mind, body, and bank account and enjoy your life to the fullest, discipline and all.